smoke because the kid the coldest. I ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket, not promotion. Shout out Sushi Sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta smoke. Ride around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some rats and I want some. Still got them cats in the hood, call it give and go. Hit with nigga, man, bitch in the figure four. Let me fuck when I want, I just come and go. Man, these rats get too deep for these skinny clothes. I might put me in him in some picture boat. They look bro, hit this nigga, start getting low. I spent time on the rats on the Lambo and didn't even know how to make them motherfuckers go. On my birthday, I just wanna look the dope. 30 feet, but don't play with me, period. Juices follow behind in the years. Then I feel like a tourist. I'm the one from the bottom who sold out my partner. The promise to drive the period. Oh, he know. I fuck with slides and I'm gonna bust. You can't put on it.
Whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Hey, what's good, guys? DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment. It's your boy DG, and we back with another video. And today, we're gonna talk about the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, and all that. You know, I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose that game. We're gonna go over the injury report. We're gonna watch some all 22 as well. We got all that in store for you guys, so please like, comment, subscribe for more content. Y'all check out the merch, Dolphin Game merch, all right here. Please support the channel. Y'all get y'all jackets. We got the gym shirts. I'm about to start taking some videos, posting my workout videos on my YouTube page. I'm posting workout videos, vlogs, all that, man. So please stay tuned. Beautiful shirts right here, good quality. I got one, but it says Lakers. Man. You know, so y'all go get y'all today. These are official, man. But first, I wanted to react to Paris Johnson. He was mic'd up for the Dolphins game, actually. I wanted to react to this. Let me go to the comments. I know some of y'all in here. Shout out to Crazy Dolphin. Good evening, DG, our Miami Dolphin fans, everyone. Hit that like button, subscribe, and support DG Film and Takes. Let's go. Please support your boy. By go getting your merch and subscribing and liking. That's it. That's all I want from y'all. That's all I want. Shout out to my boy Cap for Life. Fam, why your profile picture like chips? You gotta let me know about that, man. You gotta let me know. Thank God it's Friday, fam. Hey, most definitely, man. Most definitely. I love Fridays. Saturday football, Sunday football, but we right back to working on Monday. That's the sad thing about it. Man. But we're gonna make it through. First video, we got Paris Johnson. We're gonna check him out to see what he was talking about against the Dolphins.
What is they talking about? Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He been playing good this year.
I got you. I'm gonna take care of you, baby.
See, that boy got Kyler Murray confident. That boy said, "I'm gonna take care of you, baby." That's what that boy said. I'm gonna take care of you.
I got you.
I got you.
Hey!
About killing people. That boy praying about bullying people out there, man. I love this demeanor. I love this guy, man.
Ah!
They lucked up getting this guy. They lucked up.
Ah!
See, that boy out there blocking Calais Campbell at DN. Calais Campbell, that boy 6'8", 300. He blocking him like it's nothing.
Come on, OG. You said I was too young, OG. No.
That's crazy.
No.
Man, Khalil got a body like that?
Come on, OG. Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think Kyler Murray got sacked. I don't think he got sacked.
OG, get your hands up.
Miami not that hot. I'm not gonna lie, Miami not that hot. You know, Miami's hot, but it's not that hot. But they're probably not used to the heat. But it's hot in Arizona. It's hot in Arizona.
Arizona trying to get on the board. Snaps to Murray, drops straight back in trouble. Flushed out, moving to his right, keeping the play alive. Lobbing it wide open, back of the end zone is Wilson. He pulls it in for a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Come on, Chop. Come on, Chop. You be relying on your speed too much. Way too much, Chop. Way too much.
We're still in it, bro. Still in this.
Hey, forget about everything else that happened. Focus on right now. Just focus on right now.
You seen that?
Down 8, Murray takes, play fake, setting up deep in the pocket, looking, launching.
He could work on his run blocking.
Into the end
He could
zone,
work on it.
and Harrison laying out for it. He got it, touchdown. What a
Ramsey,
catch.
man.
Marvin Harrison Jr., big time.
Maserati.
I think they went to school together. Ohio State, I think so.
You gotta help me more than that, baby.
Hey, Marv.
Come on, baby. Maserati in Miami, baby.
And the ball is stepped over the head of Tonga Vailoa. He can't fall on it in the back of the end zone.
That lost us the game right there. 2 points. 2 points. That lost us the game. That right there.
It slides out of bounds. It will be a safety for the Cardinals.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Peely, he don't got that reach. He don't got that reach. He could tell, like, Paris Johnson arms way longer than Peely. Way longer. So he's not going to be able to, like, rip off and get in the backfield, to be honest. You're going to have to get somebody with long arms just like Paris Johnson. Just like him. But that's why he got picked in the first round. That's why.
Shotgun snap, Murray to throw, hit as he fires left side, lobbing it up there, and laying out is Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's a catch. That's money.
He was doing that all game.
Successful challenge by Jonathan Gannon.
Keep throwing it to Maserati, bro.
And that's what they call him.
Second and goal on the 2. 3 tight ends, 1 back. Murray in the pistol, takes the snap. Hands it off, Connor running left, and Connor's in for the touchdown. He got hit at the 2, but bounced right off the defense.
We just going to have to accept that Chop Robinson, he's going to need another year. This year's not going to be the year for Chop. This year's not going to be the year.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Power personnel group and give it to the
Damn.
quintessential power
Damn, Kendall.
backs.
Damn, Kendall. Damn, bro.
It's been a little bit hard. Let's go in. All right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Played our best football yesterday.
That's all that matters, baby.
Ball right now. Come on, now. What do we ask for? Let's go beat. Let's go win it. Let's go, baby.
Chop, don't get pancake. Oh, Chop. Chop. You let that boy do that to you, Chop? You let him do that, Chop?
Let's go, baby.
Chop. No, Chop. Chop. I gotta do
Mission
this.
failed. We'll get them next time. Mission failed.
We gotta get him
We'll
next
them
time. Sad,
Mission
man.
failed. We'll get them next time.
Just crazy, man. Just crazy. This is what Paris Johnson said to Chop Robinson.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Chop Robinson, you gotta do better, fam.
Hell yeah, boy.
Hey, we're getting inside the 10 and we're going down.
Okay.
Going down inside 10.
1 second left. Cardinals down 2. Snap, ball down. The is up, And the kick is good. And the Cardinals win it.
Chad Ryland with ice water in his face.
Boy, acting like they won the Super Bowl. No more acting like they won the Super Bowl, man.
Cardinals. That's all I gotta say.
You let them boys do that at our house? Y'all let them boys do that at our house? Come on, Miami Dolphins. Unlike us, man. I understand if it was away in Arizona, but in Miami, man, y'all boys got did in.
Come on now. Friday, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, but shout out to Paris Johnson. He's already looking like the best old lineman for the Cardinals. Cardinals got some pieces, man. If they fix that interior old line, the Cardinals going to be a problem next year. They're going to be a problem. They got Trey Benson, and on top of that, they could fix the defense. They got cap space next year. They got a lot of cap space. So Cardinals, they're going to be back in business next year. Back in business. But Dolphins, I feel like we're going to have to tank. We're going to have to tank, man. Simple as that. Next video I got for y'all. Hold on real quick. Oh, we got Stephen A. Smith. He's going to be talking about the Miami Dolphins versus the Bills. I don't think everybody going to believe in Tua against the Bills again. I don't think so. But this is one of those games, the underdog games, as to where everybody going to be picking the Bills, and then boom, the Miami Dolphins going to miraculously win. Vegas, they probably going to call in and let them boys know, like, the Bills, hey, we got a lot of money on the line. Please let the Miami Dolphins win. Please let the Miami Dolphins win. That's why we beat us already. That don't mean nothing, Cam. I'm pretty sure their bosses are giving them scripts in regards to everybody can't have the same opinion about the team. So somebody going to have to defend the Dolphins. And it was real quick for that game. Let me look it up real quick. Dolphins versus Buffalo Bills. Let me zoom in for y'all real quick so y'all can see. Josh Allen, he only attempted 19 passes. So Josh Allen, he cooked us. He didn't even have to do too much this game. He did it. James Cook, 2 TDs on the ground. Shakir, 5 receptions, 54 yards. Keon Coleman, he been playing better. He ain't getting no catches this game, but I know against us, he's going to get some catches. That boy, he did in Tariq Woolen last game against the Seahawks. He did his thing. Up top, that boy. Don Kincaid, he should have a good game. James Cook, he had 1 reception for 1 touchdown. Dolphins, Tua. He even played the whole game, 3 interceptions. If he played the whole game, he probably would have got 5. I'm not even going to lie to y'all, man. I'm not even going to lie. Devon A-Chain, 22 carries, 96 yards. Tyreek Hill, he got some carries. Jalen Wright, he only had 5 carries. We're going to have to stop treating Jalen Wright this way. We're going to have to stop. We're going to have to. Devon A-Chain, he was the only one doing something. 22 carries, 7 receptions. So we can't be using Devon A-Chain in this way. You're abusing him at this point. You're abusing him. Jonnu Smith, 6 catches, 53 yards. Jalen Waddle, 4 catches, 41 yards. Tyreek Hill, 3 catches, 24 yards. Dubose, that's the guy who we hate because of one of their interceptions. But, man, I give the blame to Tua. 3, that's too much. 2, okay, we chilling. 1, I could vibe with that. But 3, nah, I cannot vibe with that. I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. All right. On 1. And the people that they came with is telling the person that's fighting you to calm down. Don't do nothing too crazy. You might hurt them. That's how I feel like, bro. If we lose to the Buffalo Bills, man, hey, they are fathers. I'm not even gonna lie. They got that.
Beat them.
That's crazy. Like, we put in the game in a game manager's hands. The whole game in a game manager's hands. If it was a game changer, okay, different story. But this is a game. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think about what Stephen A, Cam Newton, what them boys were saying, man. I low-key agree, but Cam Newton, I already know what they talking about. They told him to say that. He getting paid to say that pretty much. Yeah. All right.
My friend David
Next person we got Devon A Chain.
told me that the last time the Dolphins ran for 150 plus yards in 4 straight games.
Let me get to some of y'all comments real quick. Gentlemen. YouTube thumb number 4. Freaking hit that like, man. Y'all heard my boy. Y'all heard Raphael, man. Cap for life, he laughed. Man, we've been like that forever, 30 years now. Hey, I'm hoping could change, man. I'm hoping, fam. I'm hoping, but I don't know if it will. I don't know.
It was 19. I read it. 77.
That's a long time.
That's a long time ago. I was 3 years old personally, but do you think that you guys are shooting for 100 plus yards again?
I mean, I wouldn't say like we shoot for something. I just we go out there, we just play our brand of football. Like you said, we run the ball well, our line block well, and like you said, these past few weeks in the run game, I feel like we've been doing a decent job.
Last year, you were in the same situation. Jalen Wright is in now, rookie coming along. How do you see him taking that on?
He been doing great, man. Like you said, he get in the game and he make big plays. Same as like I wouldn't say him coming in is like okay, he a rookie, he don't know what he's doing, but he in there. If he in, that mean obviously he's doing. We trust him.
I feel like Jalen Wright still don't know what he's doing, but the talent is there in regards to him fitting with this offense. Is there. As soon as like Jalen Wright starts to get like clicking with this offense, he gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star. Him and Devon A Chain next year, rocking and rolling. Just put an O-line in front of them boys. We're gonna be okay next year. We're gonna be okay. Hopefully we get a good backup quarterback that if Tua go out, he could come in and he could look good. Just like Russell Wilson did when Justin Fields got out, and Russell Wilson, he's looking like a decent quarterback now. Like he's looking like somebody that we should have traded for, to be honest. He's looking like that.
I noticed in studying the film that Jalen Waddle hasn't had a Penguin celebration this year, and obviously it's because y'all haven't had enough touchdowns. But are you looking forward to the return of the Penguin celebration? Do you believe that it will happen?
A-Chain, like, why are you asking me this question? Why are you asking me this question?
In your future,
most definitely, that's my guy, man. I want to see him getting in the zone every game. So, but that's always something that we look forward to. We look for anybody doing a celebration, but like you said, man, that's one of my guys. So of course, I always want to see him in the box.
There's some games you might not get too many opportunities. What's the mindset?
Right here, we have Jalen Wright, my boy, Jalen Wright, man. We're gonna watch some film on him too. I think they got some. I think he got 2 snaps against the Cardinals.
You take into the chances that
or a few more.
Just try to make the most of what I get. Be detailed as possible. And just be me out there.
What do you believe the offensive coaches and players want the identity of the 2024 offense to be?
Explosive. We are explosive offense. It's just been a lot of stuff that's been holding us back. But I feel like we're gonna have a great week this week and go to Buffalo and get a great win. So.
Jalen Wright, just say it. Just tell coach to put you in more. Just say it, fam. I know you want to say it. What do
you feel like is the biggest message or theme of the week that the coaches keep trying to drill into you guys?
Just know our assignments, know everything we got to do. Know the type of environment we're going into, and just being focused, minimize penalties and pre-snap penalties and all that stuff. That's what a lot of that stuff killed us in the past game. So just being locked in to all our assignments, just all playing together.
What have you heard from guys about what this environment in Buffalo is like to go into?
It's real hostile. Of course, it's a rivalry. Well, I think it's a rivalry. Of course, it's a divisional game, so it's kind of like a rivalry. But fans, hostile. I've seen a lot of it in college. Come from SEC football. So I know how it is, and it's ready to perform at a high level.
How important is it?
That's probably why he's doing so good, because he's so used to the SEC. That's probably why.
For young players to learn that you got to diversify your moves and you got to add more to your arsenal just because people like Teron Armstead are real professional in terms of what they do and how they study.
Yeah. Why you just tell young guys, like, you know, you want to have a fastball in a counter, you know, and then you start building after you go through that. But the biggest thing, you know, is like, I mean, go with what works. You know, don't try to be too creative. So I try to tell guys don't have too many moves too early. As you get older, you start building your moves as you go along. But, you know, I mean, you have to have a counter. You can't just have one move, you know. But you have a fastball and a counter, maybe a changeup. And then, you know, and most of that really is, the changeup really is power for a young guy like that because people are expecting that power. So you get all the speed stuff going, you know, your swipe, whatever it is that you do, then you know, have your counter off of that, and then you come through and put power on them. Usually, people, you know, once you beat them enough with speed, they kind of sit down and you can power them. And Chop has a pretty good power rush too. You know, he had a good one last game against Deion Dawkins. You know, it was close to a sack. And, you know, I mean, he has to definitely bring that again.
But that's the thing about Chop, bro. He was doing this in college. Close to a sack. Almost a sack. He almost got there, but he never got there. 11 career sacks in 4 years at Penn State and Maryland. 11 career sacks, man. So please don't let that translate onto the NFL. We got you from college hoping that you can change that, but it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. Maybe next year, you know, Chop Robinson, he go into the offseason working on what he needs to work on, and hopefully he come back better. Hopefully.
Again this week. But he's getting close, man. He's a guy that has, you know, a lot of shots on goal. And, you know, eventually those will start turning into sacks and game-changing plays. But the first one's the hardest one because you want it so bad.
What are some of the key things to keep in mind when defending Josh?
Or things you didn't know about Tap Stitch?
The first thing you didn't know about Tap Stitch is our headquarters are right here.
Well, from a defensive line standpoint, is you don't want him scrambling to beat you. He can throw the ball very well, you know, but he's incredible with his legs. And, you know, he's bold with his legs, you know. So the biggest thing is got to keep him, you know, from scrambling to beat you. So we have to have a plan, rush together, make sure we're on the same page. But we still got to rush him because, you know, if you let him sit back there for, you know, 5-6 seconds, you know, he's going to tear out a secondary part. So, you know, we have to have a unison rush where we're all rushing 4 as one.
But how are we going to rush him without Zach Sealer? I don't know how we're going to get back there without Zach Sealer. We're going to have to blitz a lot. We definitely going to have to blitz a lot with David Long, Jordan Brooks, you know, Jalen Ramsey. We're going to have to let him come off the edge. You know, hopefully Jalen Ramsey could take Josh Allen down because Josh Allen, he got some size on him. He got some size like a DB. It's going to take a lot for a DB to tackle Josh Allen. A lot.
He said today that he'll give you a chance to get the ball out the way Josh holds it. What do you see on that, and how important do you think it'll be to create some more turnovers moving forward?
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's turned the ball over a lot in his career, but he's also made a lot of big-time plays. So, you know, it's kind of like, you just take a little bit of bad with all the good that comes in with it. But it's something that we have to keep, you know, in cognizance. You know, we have to make sure we're focusing on tackle the ball. You know, and he's such a big guy, tough tackle. It's almost easier to tackle the ball. But at the same time, guys going for the ball, we miss a lot of tackles too. So it's a balance, you know. But I think the biggest thing is rushing together and then trying to, you know, a lot of bodies at the ball, at the ball, population at the ball.
Assignment for the defense. Try to get at least 2 forced fumbles. That could win us the game right there. Try to get at least 2 forced fumbles.
We hear a lot of the music. They've been playing music at practice. We love it. How annoying is it? They play that high school football. How annoying is that?
I mean, you know, I'm so locked in at practice, you know, none of that really matters to me, but I think it's good for us to kind of get the environment and what it's going to be like on Sunday while we're preparing. But at the same time, you know, this is a big game that, you know, we need. So, you know, whatever it takes, head down, go for it.
But how annoying is that let's go Buffalo?
You know, I just want to win. That's all that matters to me at all. Like, I just want to win. You know, they play, you know, as long as we win the game, I don't care how many times they play it.
You haven't been here for 12 out of 13 losses. That's the streak. From your experience, is defeating a rival opponent who has gotten the better of you sometimes not just physical but also mental? Is there a mental component?
Well, I think where we're at this point in time of the season, this could be the catalyst that gets us going, you know, that gets us on that run that we need. Big game. and who they are, what they represent, leaders of the division, kind of the leaders of the division last few years. This could be a big gap for us to get on that run.
I feel like we have enough talent to keep it close. Enough talent to keep it close, in my honest opinion. We should have enough talent to at least do that. We cannot get blown out. Cannot get blown out, man. Why you sound like Otis from the Christmas song? Yeah, he do. You funny. Yeah, he do. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But Calais, he an old head though. You see the gray hair right here. So Calais, he getting up there in age, but this the grandpa in the building. Grandpa in the building.
We need to go on.
Just one defense find some things for most of this past game outside of maybe that last drive or some runs. But
I think as a whole, we've been working, on our run defense a lot, and we started kind of like, just figuring out what we need to do to be successful. We run a too high shell most of the time, so we play a light box, and so they're going to have some yards, but we just got to be able to, two gap and rush together. I mean, play the run game together because multiple guys have two gaps, so we all kind of play in a gap and a half, and then eventually, those spots we have to make sure we're on the same page. So a lot of it's communication pre-snap, a lot of it's understanding, what the guys' strengths are, and just playing together and make sure we're communicating.
Yeah, everybody gonna have to play together on the D line. Everybody gonna have to play together because if everybody play apart, we're gonna get torched. James Cook, he gonna take off. Davis, he gonna take off. Everybody gonna have to be on their P's and Q's in regards to the running game because we don't have that difference maker. With Calais and Zach Sealer, them boys, you don't really gotta worry about the interior too much. But now that Zach Sealer out, you low-key gotta worry about what they do in between the B and the A gaps. You definitely gotta worry about that right there. Next we got Jalen Ramsey, one of my favorite players on the team. Even though he falling off, he one of my favorite players.
Things could be turned around.
I like it. Thank you for correcting that. I mean, you just look around the locker room.
What gives you hope that things could be turned around?
I like it. Thank you for correcting that. I mean, you just look around the locker room. You see the guys we have, and then when you actually watch the film and watch what we've done, and there is some good to take from some things that we've done, and then also there is plenty of lessons that we had to learn throughout these games that we've lost and won, honestly. But man, we grind during the week. We really prepare. We try to self-correct a lot of things. We put that pressure on each other. We hold each other to a high standard, and we just got to keep going. I think we still in the race. It ain't like it ain't like we can't correct what's going on. So we gonna. Mm-hmm. I mean, I hope everybody else thinks the same way as me, but I keep hoping till I can't keep hope no more. Until the reality is that I can't have hope anymore. So that's just how I'm wired, and I feel like we got a good group of guys who are wired like that as well in here. So
look on his neck, it says hope and believe with the praying signs. That's why I like Ramsey. He's faith. He got faith in him. He definitely has faith.
That's it. We just got to keep going, keep pushing.
I'm sure Anthony Weaver would like to clone you to be able to use you as a rusher and in coverage on the same play. But have you enjoyed the rushing chance you've had? There been about 10 over the last weeks. Is that something that you enjoy?
Yeah, it's been cool. I got to capitalize on my rushes a little bit. Been a little sloppy in my rushes and my technique of things, but I'm gonna get that right. That ain't no issue. But yeah, I like being able to do whatever the defense calls for me to do. It's fun.
How much different do they look on film from week 2 now they've got Amari Cooper out there?
Yeah, he brings another dynamic, obviously. Good receiver, been in the league for a while.
Yeah, I think Jalen Ramsey, he got a shadow Amari Cooper. Yeah, I think so.
Been successful in the league for a while. They've all kind of gotten better. Keon's gotten better since the first meeting we had. They still in their groove. They're a good team. Obviously, we know that. They play tough. All the stuff y'all already know.
Everybody sleeping on Keon. Ain't nobody talking about Keon, man. Watch out for him. Watch out for him. Who next? I got Coach Mike McDaniel for y'all. Next.
And if that's not the case, could he play with a visor this weekend?
No, I think he's been very diligent in trying to find really all the opinions available, him and our medical staff. And
Talking about Zach Sealer.
I have a feeling today I would anticipate we'd rule him out later today. If we don't, I never said that, but I think it doesn't look likely based upon where the recovery was at. Like I told you, it's pretty close. He will wear a visor upon return, but I'm pessimistic for sure about it and have planned accordingly.
Forex.com.
Yeah, Zach Sealer, he's not playing.
The number one Forex broker in the U.S. Part of Stone.
Mike, is it a question of being able to perform at his level or more a question of endangering further damage to the eye?
That's for Sealer. I think it'd be a lot easier if it was just a question of performance because of his will. But what you're worried about is, further injuring, and hurting your. I mean, people are pretty. You need to be able to see.
Well, coach look like he just got the shower. I ain't gonna lie, just got the shower.
And you don't want to do anything to your eyes if you can prevent it. And so I mean, if it was just performance based, I think he would probably be out there regardless. But you have to prevent him from further injury, and that's
just put a patch over his eye. That's all you gotta do. Put a patch over his eye so he can play. We need Zach Sealer, man. If we want to beat the Buffalo Bills, we need Zach Sealer. Ain't no way we winning without him. Ain't no way. Yeah, I remember that one year when we got a pick on the Buffalo Bills with Zach Sealer. Yeah, I remember.
That's where the motive is.
Mike, did Alec get injured in practice, and where does the status for Sunday stand?
Alec had it was
the fullback.
Something that kind of just came on our radar that he hadn't really needed treatment for, and so it's a kind of a soft tissue thing that I think he'll be available for the game, but we've had to be pretty cautious, and so we're going to need the 48 hours to validate. But it was something that he did start to feel on Wednesday's practice, and as a result, we've had to kind of adjust a little bit just in case we don't have him.
Damn.
And with
So expect Tanner Conner out there. Tanner Conner, he should be getting a lot of playing time. Julian Hill, he out. So Durham Smythe, Jonnu Smith, Tanner Conner.
Freak, I guess he resurfaced on the injury report with the foot yesterday, like last week. Do you expect he'll be able to play through it again like he did against Arizona?
Yeah, we're trying to manage that. Feel good about the game and him playing in it. But we want him full tilt. He's executing at a high level, and so that was what generated that.
And Mike, how about Javon Holland?
I'm feeling a little pessimistic about that too. I would him and Sealer. I'm preparing myself to be ruled out with the only just a couple hours before that could change that, but it's pessimistic.
Expect to see Craig Kraft Sunday, or do you think
is Holland injury prone? Y'all think so? I don't know. This is going to affect him in regards to that contract extension that he's going to be looking for after this season. He get hurt a lot. I ain't going to lie. He does get hurt a lot.
we'll give that 21-day clock more time into next week?
Yeah, I'm leaning more to be cautious with the timeline and the advice of the medical team. I'm leaning more towards next week, but we'll be communicative about that and make this decision here soon.
And with Julian Hill, obviously not practicing the last 2 days,
Yeah.
those guys who don't end up playing, where does he stand?
Yeah, he'll be out for the game.
This 2024 Google update lets you earn money by watching ads. I feel like I just found a Google cheat code.
Mike, from talking to players, one thing that they've told me with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle is that teams have been more aggressive at the line of scrimmage with them, throwing off the timing of the pass game. How do you combat that?
Through technique and fundamentals. I think
Man, that's the problem
it's
with
been
this coach.
something that hasn't been
Call different plays, bro. Call different plays, bro. You see it's not working, bro. You see it.
Just this week. It's something that you're trying to patternize how the things that come up for players in executing their jobs. And one thing is that teams have really tried to challenge us. So that we've in turn challenged them to take their game to another level at the line of scrimmage. And, that's not something that you just show up on Sunday and just do. It's something that they've been working, starting with their first drill every day, incessantly. And I think the dividends have started to pay off, both in games and in practice. So that's something that, you kind of, when you go against a division opponent, things that will come up. One of which is that they will challenge us at the line of scrimmage. And so the guys, starting with, the coaching staff, but then, facilitating different times to emphasize that, making sure that we get the appropriate looks from the scout team, all of those things. And then obviously the individuals really honing in on focusing on that portion of the game. And I'm excited about the way they've developed in that area, and I think that's very critical for the team in terms of specifically the pass game of being able to execute against these guys is how you're able to work the defender at the line of scrimmage, and it doesn't have to be a negative. When someone has to defend the goal line and their back is to it, if you're aggressive enough, you can kind of dictate the terms, and that's where our tonality has been.
With Kohu,
he said a lot of things, and we're not getting no results. We 2-5. He sound like we should be undefeated right now. That's how he sound like, but it's just not adding up, bro. Just not adding up.
hasn't practiced. Is he out? And also, was there thought from you and Chris to put him on injured reserve since this would be 2 of 4 games, or would you expect Kohu back in the next week?
Yeah, no, it's more of a it's not that we haven't felt it was a situation where it was merited some IR. It's not a long-term thing. It has lingered a little bit, and we're just trying to let it cool off so that he can play to his full potential. So it's not a week-to-week thing. It's more daily, and we're trying to get him out there as fast as possible.
Sunday?
Yeah, I'm thinking that that's the way it looks. But that was a close call, which is why he was an IR.
Mike, when you have a team as familiar as Buffalo, but also some of the past results, how do you want your team to approach this week with that?
I think it's important to learn lessons, not have scars, just in general. And
that's a good statement right there. But when you have too much scars, ain't no stopping the bleeding. You're not gonna have enough band-aids to stop all the scars, bro. You know, it gets to a certain point when you have a lot of scars, it's gonna equal up to a bullet wound, and sometimes a bullet wound could take you out for the rest of your life. To be honest, man. So, Miami Daniel, you better stop with these scars, man. You better stop.
The starting point to me is, flip it on its head. All right, so we're facing an opponent where we have the inverse relationship with, where we play a ton against them and we won every time. What does that leave you vulnerable to? Well, if you're relying on the past for your expectation of performance for this, you're setting yourself up to fail. I think, I think it's important to acknowledge that, we're trying to be the team that is at the end of the season, the team that wins the AFC East. To do that, you have to go through Buffalo based upon history. And, I think it's also important to express that, I've been here for 6 games against them. I think 4 out of 6 were 1-score games.
The fact that we gotta look at it in that way, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, to be real. I wouldn't have never brought that up if I was coach. I would have never did that.
Two of them were got out of hand. So what does that mean to us? Is that it's you have to be prepared for a 1-score game. And how do you win it? Well, we can learn from things that have occurred in previous experiences, but that doesn't define us because, who cares? What if we won all those games? It doesn't matter for this game. It just you have to acknowledge the obvious. When you've lost to a team a bunch, you definitely want to beat them. But those games previously our objective is to make those erroneous and to learn from the past mistakes and execute in a manner that gives you a chance to win, because they're, regardless, to beat the Buffalo Bills, you're going to have to execute down to the wire, because experience has told us that it will come down to that if we're trying to win the game. So I think it's just important to be not delusional as to your past, but that you really focus on learning lessons from the past and using it for your future or your present. And that's.
But when you're 2-5, you're not learning from the past. You're not. You're not.
What we've been focused on all week.
What have you seen Amari Cooper, and what has he added to that offense for the last couple weeks?
Well, he's been coaching offense and specifically coaching receivers for a while since he came out of Bama. He's always been one of the better players on the line of scrimmage and continues to be that. I think guys that can separate for really good quarterbacks are a gigantic resource. And he's a guy that's made his living separating. So I see it.
Yeah, like Amari Cooper, he's the better separator than Keon Coleman. So the main person that we gotta focus on is Amari Cooper. I think he's questionable right now. I don't know if he's gonna play or not. He's dealing with something, but I feel like it's gonna be Amari Cooper, Jalen Ramsey, and then whoever could guard Keon Coleman, you get him. Whoever that is, we're not gonna have Javon Holland out there. No, Kader Kohu. So Cam Smith, he have another hard task right there. Last week, Cam Smith, he couldn't handle Marvin Harrison Jr. This week, you're gonna have to handle Keon Coleman. But we're gonna see if he's able to do that. We're gonna see.
A lot of I can tell by his how he comes off the line of scrimmage in his unique, specific way. It's I could tell it was him before I saw the jersey number. And he's I think it's a good addition for that team based upon they have a good quarterback that does best when guys are open because he can throw it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he fits that bill and is somebody that we definitely have to count for.
No cap.
Last question.
You've exhausted us.
That means my answers were too long. Thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that. That just means you 2-5, so nobody don't really got nothing to ask you. That's what that means. I'm sorry, coach. Sorry. What I got next for y'all? Let me see. Okay, so we got some Twitter stuff I wanted to react to. We 2-5 right now. We got Rick Ross. We got Trick Daddy in the building. Rick Ross and Trick Daddy in the building. We embarrassing them boys like this. This is what we doing to them.
Hey, y'all still, we all still wishing this young nigga right here happy birthday, man.
Ain't no bullshit.
Ain't no bullshit, nigga. Let him know how old you is.
Filthy, nigga.
Yeah.
Filthy, no.
Blessed, nigga.
Flo Rida was over there too, man. We got all the artists out here, but Miami ain't showing up. We 2-5. We 2-5.
Contagiously. Hey, y'all still, we all still wishing this young nigga right here happy birthday, man.
This is why I want to be on the second level, to be around these people right here. Second level. The third level and the first level, you're not going to be able to meet people like this. You're not.
Ain't no bullshit.
Ain't no bullshit, nigga. Let them know how old you is.
Filthy, nigga.
Yeah. They're blessed, nigga.
But all them boys out there, the only person missing is Kodak.
Contagiously.
But we got to get right for these boys right here, man. We got artists out here in Miami, but they're not going to support us because we're always trash. Always trash. Do we got to change the quarterback for the boys to support us? That's what we got to do. If Shador was over here, I think them boys would be all posted up in Miami. All posted up. Deion Sanders, he'll be over here. Shiloh, everybody. You see what they're doing over there with Colorado. You know, them ticket prices going up if Shador Sanders get drafted to the Miami Dolphins. But I don't think we're going to draft him. I don't think so. Y'all let me know in the comments. All right, here we have
but over time you just see
it looks like the linebacker coach, he was a coach with the Dolphins when we drafted Jerome Baker. He's gonna talk about Jerome Baker being a Tennessee Titan now. He's gonna talk about that.
But over time you just see the instincts, the awareness, how to fit on blocks and all those things. All those things are heightened since he's a veteran now, and you still see the athlete. So he's gotten better with his technique, and now he can bring that athletic ability to it.
How's he maybe different than Ernest?
I would say, Ernest more of a thumper, a big body that can knock people backwards. Jerome's, a big time athlete.
Yeah.
He can get in and out of traffic, do some stuff with his feet, get involved in plays.
Does that give you more of a compliment between the two of them with Murray and Baker whenever they get out there together?
I hope so. Now you have two guys that are fairly big time athletes that you can kind of interchange. You can do some stuff to discuss some things and have them kind of do merit jobs, and have people kind of guessing where they are.
Hey, shout out to Jerome Baker, man. I don't know what he's going to do over there with the Titans. And I low-key felt bad when he got traded, from the Seahawks to the Titans, bro. I thought he found his home over there in Seattle, but that boy over here in Tennessee. So it seemed like Jerome Baker, he about to take that career step in regards to him going from team to team to team to team to team. So he going for a ride. He like Shaq. That boy like Shaq.
Is because one of the reasons.
Here we got Omar and Florio. They're gonna talk about Tua.
One of the reasons they're in this situation now is because the backup quarterbacks haven't gotten it done. Skylar Thompson won the number 2 job over Mike White. Then Snoop Huntley, Pro Bowler, asterisk, joins the roster after the Tua injury. Tim Boyle hanging around. How much criticism have the Dolphins gotten locally? And how much should they get for not having a better backup plan to a guy that they know and should know is one play away from being gone for multiple weeks at a time?
Absolutely. I think that's the biggest criticism I have about Chris Greer, because I was there during the OTAs where practices without Tua looked tragically bad. Chris Greer had seen a good portion of it to know that neither Mike White or Skylar Thompson were really the answer in terms.
This is why I listen to Omar. He's at the practices. He's over there, so I gotta listen to him. Gotta listen to him. I don't care what y'all feel about Omar or whatever. It don't matter to me. And I'm gonna listen to Omar since he's over there talking to the players and all that.
In terms of being able to capably execute your offense to the point where it's respectable. And the fact that they did nothing during the draft, did nothing after free agency, that is an indictment on management, because this is why you're in the situation that you're in. The quarterback play has not been good enough, and it's not even close. And I don't care what that this is what Mike wanted to do, or this is who Mike wanted to go with. It's Chris Grier who is ultimately responsible for this organization, and it starts at the top. The problem that this Dolphins organization has had for too many decades is poor leadership, and this is another example of it.
On that schedule coming up, there's a couple of
man.
primetime games. Monday night against the Rams, November 11. A couple of weeks after that, they go to Lambeau Field for a Thanksgiving night game. People are going to be sitting on the edge of the seat. They're going to be holding the breath. I mean, outside the building,
He not
there's
lying.
the concern about Tua and when will he have his next concussion. Not if. I think it's just when.
When.
So is it this year? Is it next year? Is it the year after? It's going to
No way to go through this whole season without getting a concussion. I don't think so. Impossible. Impossible.
happen at some point. When you have this many in a 2-year period, you just assume it's going to happen again inside the building, though.
The Trent Green scrambled egg syndrome, which is
exactly
people. Yeah, and that's honestly that's the quarterback that I compare to. Trent Green's career ended because of concussions, and I don't know when we could talk about it ending, and I hope that's not going to be the case, and I hope he does take every precaution possible, and maybe we go another year without suffering another concussion, but it's been so ugly. I think that there's something that they have to look into, whether it's a neck or the spine, that's causing this whole fencing hand syndrome, because that hit that he had with Hamlin, that wasn't that severe of a hit. It's just the batteries turned off, the Apple reset.
Hi, it's Mike.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad hit, but from a hit like that, your batteries reset just because of a hit like that, that's a bad sign right there. That's a bad sign. That means something not working in there. Something not working.
One of the reasons they're in this.
I can't imagine.
Right here,
Tua's
we have
good, man.
Alec Ingold. He's going to talk about Tua.
Tua's good, man. I mean, you think about, I can't imagine taking 5 weeks off of my job and showing up and playing the way he did. Like, dude was on time. He was like a little salty Tua. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a little ticked off. He had hit a slide. Everyone's chanting his name. He's flashing the first down signal. Like, he had a lot of those moments. Like, man, he's been working these last 5 weeks. It wasn't no vacation. He was working, and you can see he's ready to make up for lost time. And the challenge for the team is, like, don't put everything on one, right? Like, it is a team, and yes, he can do a lot of great things with the football. That's why he's our guy, and that's why we believe in him so much. But how can every single person be better with him, right? And I feel like that's where the urgency and the intensity and the intentions are in the locker room, is like, how can we all be better at our jobs so collectively we can have that swagger and get back to celebrating the end zone a whole lot more.
I don't know what we can do to do that. I don't know. I think we reach our plateau. On top of that, we got a lot of injuries, important injuries, to the point where I don't think we're going to do anything this year. But these are football players. They're not going to give up on the season. They're not. No matter what happens, they're not going to give up, man. They got to get their paycheck. They got to feed their family. So even if we don't win another game after this, bro, life goes on. Dolphins, we've been through this before, as to where we haven't won a lot of games in the season, and we ended up getting a high pick. Hopefully we're in that position again, but hopefully Chris Grier is not the GM at that moment, because I'm not going to trust him with the number three pick. I'm not going to trust him with that. Most definitely going to mess that up real quick. Definitely going to mess that up. Right here, there have been some reports in regards to Bleacher Report. They have listed the Dolphins as a potential trade fit for Anthony Richardson. I don't really condone of this, but at the same time, as a backup, I'm pretty sure he better than Skylar Thompson. He better than Mike White. I don't know about Teddy Bridgewater. I don't think he better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. But I feel like Anthony Richardson, if you are confident in your coaching skills, you might as well bring him in and see what you can do with him. See what you can do. because that's embarrassing. You getting benched for the rest of the year, not just one game, the rest of the year, man. But maybe Joe Flacco get hurt, and he go back in, and then he shows that he's a good quarterback. But with the contract that he has, I think this is his second year. Yeah, this is his second year, so I don't think he's gonna be too expensive. Not too expensive, so I would give it a shot. Me personally, I would give it a shot. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this. We might bring him in and change him to tight end. I wouldn't mind that. Put him at tight end, DN, something that he could be good at. He looked like he a good 260, 250 on this one. 250, 260. I don't know, but he just got too much talent. I fuck with Anthony Richardson. He a Gator boy. That's my team in college. So I've been watching him ever since college. But he only 1 year experience as a starter, so he still got a lot of stuff to learn, man. But I do think with the right coach, he could be something. He could be something. I don't know if we got the right coach right now, Mike McDaniel, but maybe Mike McDaniel could be able to do something with him. You seen what he did with Tua. We seen what he do. He did the best that he can. I give Mike McDaniel that he did the best that he can with Tua, and Tua ended up being a good quarterback. Not great, but good. With Anthony Richardson, could he make him good or could he make him great? So that's on the coaching staff in regards to seeing what they can get out of this guy. Pretty much a first-round quarterback. So you're investing in a guy who has high value. High value. And at the point that we're at right now, you gotta make some moves based off value. Based off value. And I think Anthony Richardson, for the right price, he available. He's not worth the first-round pick. He probably worth a third right now, a third or a fourth. A third or a fourth.
So
right here we have Anthony Weaver talking about Zach Sealer.
I am a much better coach when he's on the field. So I am certainly hopeful. Ultimately, there's been a lot of prayers sent out there from the Weaver family. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. I am a much better coach when he's on the field. So
man.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
He already know we're gonna get cooked. Man. Hey, I feel you, coach. I feel you. Ain't no way we're gonna win without Zach Sealer. Even he's saying it. The defensive coordinator is saying it.
So I am certainly hopeful. Ultimately, there's been a lot of prayers sent out there from the Weaver family. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. I am a much better coach when he's on the field. So I am certainly hopeful. Ultimately, there's been a lot of prayers sent out there from the Weaver family. So we'll see what happens.
That's sad, man. Very, very sad.
I think we all want to see. Yeah, I think we all want to see Mo on the field.
You talking about Mohamed Kamara?
Ultimately, who's responsible for that is Mo, right? There's a bunch of other decisions that factor into that. Special teams, position like injuries at certain positions, both offensively and defensively. And because of that, a lot of times he's left as kind of the odd man out. So I've challenged him, like where he can add value. So we no longer have to have that discussion about him. Yeah, I think we all want to see.
That means Kamara, he not doing enough. So coaches, they still a little worried about putting him out there. I feel like with Kamara, as soon as he go out there, they're gonna be running the ball straight towards his way because they know he a smaller DN, so they're gonna probably try to take advantage of him. So that's probably what happened with the Colts. If Jonathan Taylor was out there while Kamara was out there, man, we would have been done cooked. But hopefully Kamara could show that he could do something because no Bradley Chubb, no Jalen Phillips. All we got is Chop, Emmanuel Ogbah, Calais Campbell playing more edge now. So man, the rookies, they're gonna have to grow up quick. Ain't no redshirt year this year. No redshirt.
See Mo on the field. Ultimately, who's responsible for that is Mo, right? There's a bunch of other decisions that factor into that. Special teams, position like injuries at certain positions, both offensively and defensively. And because of that, a lot of times he's left as kind of the odd man out. So I've challenged him, like where he can add value. So we no longer have to have that discussion about him. Yeah.
He probably talking about special teams too. I think Kamara playing special teams as well, if I'm not mistaken. Zach Sealer was seen in the locker room today without any eyewear or eye protection and in good spirits. So Zach Sealer, he probably playing next game against the Rams, but probably not this game. We definitely needed him for this game against the Bills, but so be it, man. I wonder what happened to his eye though. I thought his eye like popped out or something based off the injury report, based off how serious it is. Like he missing the game off of it. But now he don't even got a patch on the eye, walking around normal. So that's a good sign right there. The Miami Dolphins are the only team in the NFL that are yet to score 100 points this season, man. You know, from the offensive guru. From the offensive guru, man. So this is embarrassing. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. Like we ain't asked for this right here. We did not ask for this. You know, if anything, we thought the defense would have more problems than the offense, but it's the other way around. You know, hey, maybe Mike McDaniel is the problem, maybe, but the year before, you know, last year we had a good offensive year, I guess. You know, Tyreek Hill, he almost hit that 2K, but this year it don't even look like he gonna hit 1K. It don't even look like Tyreek Hill gonna hit 1K. Neither is Waddle. I don't think so. But we're gonna see what happens towards the end of the year. You know, one big game, two big games, like 150, 200, that could put y'all right back in the conversation for a 1K on the year. 1K, 1,500, something around that range.
The organization.
Here we got Stephen
Chris
Ross.
will have total
We're gonna see what he got to say.
Chris will have total responsibility in leading the organization. Chris will have total responsibility in leading the organization. Chris will have total responsibility in leading the organization.
Wow.
Chris will have total responsibility in leading the organization. Chris will have total responsibility in leading the organization.
Ridiculous.
Chris will have total responsibility in leading the organization.
Man, Stephen Ross, we supposed to trust you after this? Are we? Ari, let me know. Let me know, man. Chris Greer needs to be fired 6 years ago. We haven't done nothing since 6 years. You still gonna keep that boy?
It was actually one of the worst days of my life. The Dolphins are the most unserious fucking franchise. And it was actually one of the worst days of my life. And I saw this team go 1-15. And I was actually at the game where they won that one game. And I was experiencing the entire season for the entire season, because that's what a fan does, of course. But this time around, the Dolphins eke one out, 1-0. We're doing great against the Jags. Then we go into the Bills. Haven't beat them. They're our daddies. We beat them once in the last 13 games.
Made a hype video for that.
Did also make a hype video for that. And what happens? The specific video happened to call out the fact that Tua Tagovailoa is not injury prone and doesn't get concussions, and that he's totally fine with jiu-jitsu. And what happens? He gets another concussion, because of course he does. So we wait 6 fucking weeks and we watched Tyler Huntley. We watched Tim Boyle, who already got released, because why wouldn't he get released? He has no business being on this entire roster. And then you have fucking Skylar Thompson, who I haven't even heard any single thing about Skylar Thompson still being on the roster. He actually might be in the G League in some other fucking country. I have no idea what's happening.
What about Tua Tagovailoa?
And then Tua finally comes back after 6 weeks where the offense was inept. And Andrew Van Ginkel, who we had let him go in free agency, and Andrew Van Ginkel had more touchdowns. Please, just let me be.
He's spiraling.
Andrew Van Ginkel had more touchdowns than any offensive player this whole year for the Dolphins, and he plays defense for a whole other team and not on offense. So it's fine, because Tua's coming back 6 weeks later after being injured, and it's fine because the AFC's wide open and there's so much potential. And what happens? The crowd roars for Tua. He's back. Holy shit! Adam makes another hype video. Here we go again. And what the fuck happens?
Defense didn't show up.
They fucking lose. The Dolphins defense was a top 10 defense while Tua was out. And what happens? The Dolphins defense fucking sucked. You want to know what's even crazier? It's the fact, just riddle me this. They wear helmets in the NFL, yeah?
They do. Yes, they do wear helmets.
One of the best defensive pieces for the Miami Dolphins is Zach Sealer. What happens in practice this week? He gets poked in the goddamn eye and fractures an orbital bone. I didn't even know you could do that through getting poked in the eye, even though you're wearing a helmet, because what else?
Somebody literally had to go like this to him. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. I never heard of an injury like that.
Fucking point of the helmet, and then he's ruled out. And what happens? We get gashed in the run game by fucking a cancer survivor, which is awesome. I'm so happy for James Conner. But what the fuck?
Yeah, this man's spiraling.
Yeah, James Conner used to have cancer. That boy, he was just bulldozing over us. Bulldozing. But he been doing that ever since Pittsburgh.
How much
You were supposed to come back and win a fucking game at home, at home, at home. It's the most points you've put up all year.
And you
The
lose.
Cardinals.
I'm uncomfortable.
I don't blame. This is the first time Adams like had a crash out all year, and it's well deserved.
What are we supposed to do?
I think what you're supposed to do is what Pat did and give up.
Look at me.
I'm one game away.
It's at the Bills.
Can I
Adam.
talk to you as someone that's gone through it? I'm one step ahead of you.
I would like
you need
this
to
too.
start doing
He cares about you.
You need to start doing what I did last week. You need to start preparing for when you lose by 30 to the Bills next week.
I don't want to though because
We're not gonna lose by 30. Ain't no way. If you lose by 30, bro, then it's over. It's
the
over.
preparation requires me to run a marathon on a goddamn mountain.
Okay, but you have come to grips with that
But that's
already.
going to
I
happen.
just need you to think about what your blood pressure is at right now and where it could be next week. It could actually kill you. You should think about preparing for the worst next week, which is likely. It's a probable outcome.
It's over.
There you go. Good.
This is good. Wait, continue this.
Let's end on a high note. That was good.
Thanks, guys. Say it with me.
The
We
Dolphins are gonna
the,
beat
the
the
Dolphins
Bills.
are not
Lose,
beating
lose,
the Bills in
lose,
Buffalo. The
lose.
Dolphins are
Winning,
Losing. Say it with me.
in Buffalo. The
La.
Bills are.
Yeah, the Dolphins suck.
Yeah, that's a tough one to say, but hey, we all know it's gonna happen.
The
We
Dolphins
all
are
know
the
it's
most
gonna
uncertain
happen.
fucking franchise. And
We all know it's gonna happen, man. Let me check out the injury report real quick for this game. We got River Craycraft questionable, but that's not a big factor. Storm Duck questionable, that's not a big factor. Julian Hill, not a big factor, out. Doubtful, Javon Holland, that's going to affect us right there. That's definitely going to affect us. Alec Ingold, questionable. He just popped up on the injury report. He just popped up. Kato Kohu out, being precautious. Zach Sealer out. We're going to see if we can hold it down in the interior. That's the only thing I'm worried about, the interior. The only thing. I don't know if the boys could do what they got to do. But with the Bills, they pretty much straight. Christian Benford, that's a good sign, but he questionable. He probably going to play. Just the wrist, he going to play. He going to be straight. Amari Cooper, wrist, questionable. I don't know. Amari Cooper, he be catching with the ball, so his wrist is important. So I don't know if Amari Cooper going to play or not. I don't know. Reggie Gilliam, a fullback, he's out. That's not nothing to go crazy over. And Curtis Samuel, he's not nothing to go crazy over either. So the Bills are pretty much healthy. Pretty much healthy, man. So everything's in favor for the Buffalo Bills. And it's at their house, man. Everything's in favor for them boys, man. Everything. If the Miami Dolphins end up winning this game, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked, man. Those would be one of the wins. I'd be like, man, maybe there could be something later on in the season if we could keep on track after this win. But I don't think we're gonna win. I don't think so. Let me see. But yeah, man, that's it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think the Buffalo Bills gonna win? Do y'all think the Miami Dolphins gonna win? Let me know in the comments, man. We reacted to a lot of videos, some clips. We looked at the injury report to see who playing, who not playing. I don't know what Tua gonna do. I think Tua gonna attempt more passes. I don't think he's gonna stick around this 25. I mean, he got hurt, so that's why he's at the 25. So I think Tua going over 30 on attempts. He need to hit over 20 on completions, but he probably gonna get that. So Tyreek Hill, he probably gonna get the receptions. But Devon A-Chain, he probably gonna have to split these carries with Jalen Wright. Raheem Mostert, he back now. So Jalen Waddle, I don't expect him to get a carry. Alec Ingold, I don't know, maybe. He questionable right now, so they're probably not even gonna use him. Just use him as a blocker. That's it. Scott Thompson, he only got this carry because he came in, pretty much. Jonnu Smith, 6 catches, 53 yards. Jalen Waddle, 4 catches, 41 yards. Tyreek Hill, I feel like he's going to double the catches. Waddle, he probably going to get 1 more. Jonnu Smith, he going to probably get like 4. Damon Achen, probably going to get like 4. Durham Smythe, he probably going to get like 2 or 3. Probably. Defense ain't do nothing. We got to get a sack on defense, man. We got to get a sack. Even though we don't have Zach Sealer, we have to get a sack on defense. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to get a sack. Bills, Josh Allen, I know he's going to try to throw the ball more. He's going to have way more attempts than this. Way more attempts. 139 yards. Crazy, man. Was not expecting that for a game like this. 31-10. Only 139 yards for the quarterback. That means everybody else is doing their job. Everybody else. James Cook, he definitely did. 11 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ray Davis, 9 carries, 29 yards. Josh Allen, 2 carries, 2 yards. Everybody else, they ain't really do nothing. Khalil Shakir, sometimes he be getting carries. 1 carry for 2 yards. Khalil Shakir, I feel like he's going to get the same amount of production. Kincaid, same amount. Ty Johnson, same amount. James Cook, probably the same amount. Maybe a little bit more since he scored 3 touchdowns on us last time. But I don't think he's going to score 3 touchdowns again. He's probably going to score 1. I don't think he's going to score 2. I don't think so. You can't let that happen twice. You cannot let that happen twice. Curtis Samuel, he was questionable, so he might not even play. Valdez Scantling, I don't even think he's on the team right now. What team he on right now? Ain't he on the Saints? Yeah, he on the Saints right now, so I guess the Bills released him. Yeah, I guess the Bills released him. He ain't really do nothing this year for the Bills. He ain't. I got to see who got sacks on the Bills. Von Miller, Ed Oliver. Who else? That's it. I could have sworn Toehill got a sack. I could have sworn he did, but he didn't. He didn't, man. But yeah, man, in the comments, y'all let me know what y'all feel about this game. I'm probably going to post the all-22 clip right after this. But hey, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I already know what it is. It's DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment. It's your boy DG. And I'm going.
Got a month of coke because the kid the coldest. Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get low. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket, not promotion. Shout out switching sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta smoke. Ride around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some rats and I want smoke. Still got a pass in the hood, call it give and go. Keep a nigga, man, bitch in a figure four. Let me fuck when I want, I just come and go. Man, these rap get too deep for these skinny clothes. I might put me in him in some picture, bro. Make the bro hit this nigga and start getting low. I spent time on the ropes on the Lambo and didn't even know how to read them motherfuckers go. On my birthday, I just wanna look at those. Got it, but don't